Welcome to the quiz on the Old Testament brought to you by the Quiz Warehouse. Question 1. Who was the first man created by God, according to the Old Testament? Question 2. Who was the first woman created by God, according to the Old Testament? Question 3. What was the name of the giant Philistine warrior whom David defeated with a single stone from his sling? Question 4. Who built the ark to save his family and two of every kind of animal from the great flood? Question 5. Who was the father of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob? Question 6. Who was the mother of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob? Question 7. Who was the son of Abraham who was almost sacrificed by his father as a burnt offering to God? Question 8. Who was the brother of Moses who helped him lead the Israelites out of slavery in Egypt? Question 9. Who was the first king of Israel? Question 10. Who was the prophet who received the 10 Commandments from God on Mount Sinai? Question 11. Who was the prophet who destroyed the temple in Jerusalem and carried the Israelites into exile in Babylon? Question 12. Who was the prophet who predicted the coming of a Savior who would be born in Bethlehem?
Question 13. Who was the queen who visited King Solomon and brought him gifts of gold, spices, and precious stones?
Question 14. Who was the prophet who was thrown into a lion's den but was protected by God and miraculously survived?
That's the end of the questions. How many did you know? Are you ready for the answers? Answer to question 1. Adam was the first man created by God. Answer to question 2. Eve was the first woman created by God. Answer to question 3. The name of the giant defeated by David is Goliath. Answer to question 4. Noah built the ark to protect from the flood. Answer to question 5. Terah is the father of Abraham. Answer to question 6. Sarah is the mother of Abraham. Answer to question 7. Isaac was the son of Abraham. Answer to question 8. Aaron was the brother of Moses who helped him lead the Israelites out of slavery in Egypt. Answer to question 9. Saul was the first king of Israel. Answer to question 10. Moses received the 10 Commandments from God. Answer to question 11. Jeremiah was the prophet who destroyed the temple in Jerusalem. Answer to question 12. Micah was the prophet who predicted the coming of a Savior who would be born in Bethlehem. Answer to question 13. The Queen of Sheba visited King Solomon and brought him gifts of gold, spices, and precious stones. Answer to question 14. Daniel was the prophet who was thrown into a lion's den but was protected by God. That's the end of the quiz. Check out more quizzes over at the Quiz Warehouse.